Institute for Space Armor Research is proud to present P.I.S.O.R Skins 2018.
And to my cousin, Margaret Carey Porter, I, Evelyn Carey, leave a cameo brooch of Neapolitan design, my collection of milk glass, and an original oil painting of the Matterhorn by an unknown Swiss artist. To my cousin, Henry Pearson, I leave free and clear title to Crowhaven Farm, its house, outbuildings, and 80 acres of woods and farmland in Essex County, Massachusetts.
Congratulations, Mr. Pearson.
Thank you very much.
There is a codicil. Should the said Henry Pearson fail to take possession of Crowhaven within 30 days after being notified, the farm shall then automatically become the sole property of the aforenamed Margaret Carey Porter. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
And this is ridiculous. The story about attacked chickens. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it.
It has to be some kind of weird joke. Chickens, canaries, ducks. Give me a break.
The chickens got together, like following some kind of orders.
Do you know why?
Any bird that sees me jumps on me.
If they are watching us right now.
Maybe you're giving off some vibrations that's provoking the birds into attack.
Look, I've been thinking, with all the information we've gathered so far, we just may have enough to go after it.
How? Well, you see, we know it needs blood. We could use that as a lure.
We've been thinking of building a blood scent generator. We'll get it upwind from the lake and then fill the air with the scent of blood.
Buddy, here! What the hell happened to you?
The birds.
Fucking birds flapping everywhere. 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 Fucking birds flapping everywhere.
Last night, I dreamt that they had returned. They were here again, just like in other dreams. This time, I was all confused. I have a feeling that something is about to happen, something final. Help me. Help me. Brady. This has got something to do with Brady, hasn't it?
Brady. He knows the secret of the lake. But the real secret stays locked.
Could there be anyone apart from us living in the house? Who's this?
You're very beautiful. Much more so than the last one.
Last one?
Symptoms of fear. The deceptive beauty of the lake. The secluded house in the autumn woods. Here a girl shut herself off from the realities of the world and started to live her private nightmare.
Are you suggesting that I murdered Cora by pushing her into the lake? That's absurd. You must be mad.
The mystery of the lake, the secret of the house, symptoms of murder and madness.
パナウイチサリト。ちょっと待ってくれないな。パナウイチサリト。サリト。
Vampires, creatures of the night, driven by insatiable thirst. This ancient evil is now a modern industry, backed by big money. Kate, she's young, she's in love, she's the next victim. First, specialists in abduction, brainwashing, and murder.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, Miss Davis.
Not me.
Their human farm is a living nightmare where science goes mad. Thirst is deadlier than the plague. It conjures unspeakable terrors. You can run. You can hide. But you cannot escape thirst.
In a little California town, life seemed so easy. Until that night when terror stalked and things could never be the same. Slits, spawned from a nuclear hell. In the classic tradition of Creature from the Black Lagoon and The Thing, comes now the most horrifying of them all. Slithis, Slithis, Slithis. Rated PG.
Paul, listen to me. There is no bee in this room. No, there isn't. You are having a nightmare. Only a nightmare. Can you hear me, Paul? The bee is not real. Paul, I promise you it isn't. Now, reach out, and it will go away. You'll see. Now, please, Paul, reach out. Reach out, Paul. Please trust me. Reach out. Further. Go on. There. You see, Paul? No bee, no bee.
Some kind of bugs killed Zaat?
Bees. It's a stinger.
What makes you think there's something special about this?
It's the eeriest, most frightening thing I ever heard.
Sheriff said not to let anybody in there.
He's going inside now.
Close your doors and windows.
I understand. I'll do it immediately. Attention. Attention. This is Miss Schuster. Please listen very carefully. A swarm of killer bees is coming this way. I want every teacher and every student to close off whatever area you may be in at this very moment.
Of dollars have been spent to make these nuclear plants safe, fail-safe. The odds against anything going wrong are astronomical, Doctor.
I appreciate that, Doctor, but let me ask you, in all your fail-safe techniques, is there any provision against an attack by killer bees?
We've been fighting a losing battle against the insect for 15 years. But I never thought I'd see the final face-off in my lifetime. And I never dreamed that it would turn out to be the bees. They've always been our friends. General, the honeybee is vital to the environment. Every year in America, they pollinate $6 billion worth of crops. If you kill the bee, you're going to kill the crop. If you kill the plants, you'll kill the people. No! No, General! There will be no airdrop until we know exactly what we are dropping, and where, and how. Excuse me.
Will history blame me or the bees?
Someone has intruded in the palace, and she is waiting for us. Oh, mighty Lord of all evil, give me the power to triumph. Once I have eaten it, my power shall be doubled. Don't you know? Even the great Simba is now my prisoner. She's under my spell. And now it's your turn, Clariga. Prepare to die, Clariga.
And then there were 6.
Let's keep things in perspective. It's not as if we were being killed off one by one.
Isn't it?
Of course it isn't. What are we so frightened of? What is this disease we're so afraid of catching?
Happy dayitis.
So we say happy day to each other instead of good morning. What's so terrible about that?
You're talking about the symptom, Doctor. The disease goes much deeper.
It's an epidemic. There doesn't appear to be an antidote.
An antidote? To being happy?
Well, if we don't find one soon, it'll be too late.
"53 stones remaining, and 53 ley lines passing through the village. Invisible power cables."
Don't tell me you're becoming to believe in it all.
I try to keep an open mind.
I thought you scientists needed proof.
As a rule, yes. I've learned something since coming to Milbury.
What's that?
There are more things in heaven and earth than are philosophized about in my dreams.
What's this? The font in the church. You remember Mum said it had a carving of a serpent on it?
It's exactly the same as the one on the rock.
Exactly.
Come on, let's go to the church.
No, we can't. It's locked. It's been locked for years.
But why?
Because there's no vicar, no priest. There hasn't been one for ages.
That's odd.
Mum says it's up to Mr. Hendrick. It's one of those old churches where the priest is appointed by the Lord of the Manor.
He hasn't even bothered.
No.
5 pence.
I'm sorry, Matthew. That's not for sale.
Oh, but it was on the rack.
My mistake. It's not for sale.
Oh, why not?
Happy day, children.
The wound serpent.
Psychometry. The ability to tune into the vibrations of inanimate objects, to receive feelings, ideas, and images from them. There's nothing new about it.
No, but it's new to Matt, though.
He's never demonstrated his talent before.
He discovered it here in the village. Perhaps that shock he got when he touched the stone affected him more than he realized. Made him start hallucinating.
You think that's what his visions were? Hallucinations?
I don't know. It's possible it was caused by the residual magnetism in the rock.
Rock I can understand, but magnetism in a glove?
Daddy? Daddy, tell me the piggy story again.
This little piggy went to market. And this little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy had...
He feeds those pigs dead people, and then he eats the pigs.
They got used to eating human flesh. I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
I didn't do anything.
are waiting for you.
Hey, everybody, get ready to do the pig and the blue note gig. All right, get ready now. I say, do the pig if you want in. You gotta have hair on your chinny chin chin. You can huff, puff, blow the joint in, and then, and then, and then, and then do the pig.
Here, this should help. Let's put it on. Yes, good.
And now, coming to this theater, one of the most incredible stories of modern time. Zaat, Invasion of the Walking Catfish. A crazed scientist, Dr. Leopold, is convinced he can turn humans into fish. He proves it by transforming himself into a horrible, revengeful killer fish.
Lou, I thought you said that was a freshwater spring.
Yeah, I did. Why? Something matter?
There sure is. There's an extremely high content of radioactive material.
Yeah, well, what does that mean?
In your language, pollution.
He creates a new deadly radioactive substance and pollutes rivers and lakes. His goal? To pollute the entire universe. Fish grow giant size and attack all human life. An entire town goes berserk in a rampage of death and violence.
Oh, God, no!
No one is safe. Zaat is a frightening experience.
Keep the picture, Martha! Keep the picture! Keep the picture!
How could it happen? No one knows. But it did. Zaat tells it all. You won't want to miss Zaat. Positively no one admitted during the last 15 minutes.
God made us to recycle. Bless him.
roast beef. I think a man should always do the carving. Is it too well?
Oh, that's just right, Audrey.
Cat, don't ever marry a man who can't carve a roast beef or a turkey. It's traditional. Charlie's father taught him to carve, and he taught Andy to carve. It's something that's passed down from generation to generation.
It's delicious, huh?
Well, you like it. Andy likes it medium. There's a fine line there that satisfies everybody. When Andy comes home...
Joanne's mother has a great recipe for a vegetarian cutlet or something. Just like me.
Oh, that reminds me. Joanne called today. She wanted to ask about Andy. We had a lovely conversation. I promised her that when she came home, we'd all have a lovely dinner together. She was full of questions after questions. She wanted to know what we'd heard from him when he was coming home. She still wears his ring. She's just mad about it. Oh, please. I hope nobody will give me away. I indulged in a little white lie. Well, it wasn't exactly a lie. I just told her we didn't like it.
This way. Come on.
Malcolm Shanks hears no evil. He speaks no evil. Because he's too busy making dead people walk. If you're nervous and you feel jumpy, Malcolm will show you how to relax. The great artist Marcel Marceau plays Malcolm Shanks and many other forms of life, rated PG.
Hello. I'm Malucarda. My name is Justine.
What's that?
My mother and my father. Mama just died.
I never met my mother or my father.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have something to show you, too. These are things I never show anyone. These are secrets. Every day I find a new secret. It just happens. It comes to me. This, for instance. It means I like you. And this. Do you know how small creatures love each other?
No.
I'll show you. I'll take you to the garden, to the woods. Everything is there.
Please, babe, make love to me. Please.
Mary?
Yes?
This is Mrs. Reddy, Mary.
Oh, I'll be out in a minute.
That won't be necessary. I haven't much to say. If I were you, Mary, I'd go back to school. I'd make no further attempt to find Jacqueline.
I can't give up looking for her, Mrs. Reddy, no matter what you're hinting at.
I have no intention whatsoever of hinting. Your sister, Mary, is a murderess. She killed Irving August, stabbed him out of fright when he discovered where she was hiding.
I don't believe you.
I had to help get rid of the body. You saw it on the subway. And I warn you, Mary, go back. You don't know what you're doing or what dreadful things you might bring about by looking for your sister. You go back to school.
I'm Mimi. I'm dying. No. Yes. I've been quiet. Oh, ever so quiet. I hardly move. And yet it keeps coming all the time. Closer and closer. And I rest and I rest and still I'm dying.
And you don't want to die. I've always wanted to die. Always.
I'm afraid. And I'm tired of being afraid. Of waiting.
Why wait?
I'm not going to wait. I'm going out. I'm going to laugh and dance and do all the things I used to do.
Till then?
I don't know.
You will die.
A house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun.
You have only one life to live, or do you?
Marcia, I didn't mean what I said back there.
That voice must belong to the man that I was.
I didn't know what I was saying.
I must be the man playing tennis in those dreams, driving that car, swimming in that lake.
Now you're telling me you've been reincarnated.
Right.
Take it from me. When you're dead, you're dead.
Suppose you knew who you had been in a previous life.
What is this, some kind of a joke or something? You've signed the name of the deceased, Jeffrey Curtis.
Where you had lived,
Mrs. Curtis, the old lady who lives here. She's been away for years.
whom you had loved.
That was my husband, Jeff. He died a long time ago.
I know.
How you had died.
No, Marcia! No!
What then? The reincarnation of Peter Proud. The best-selling novel is now an electrifying motion picture.
Who are you, Peter Proud?
If I tried to explain, you'd probably think I was insane.
But you are a one-man revelation. Of all the people in the world, Sam, why me?
The reincarnation of Peter Proud. The story of a man's obsessive search for a prior existence.
I know I've been here before.
Jeff, she thinks you're her son.
The reincarnation of Peter Proud, starring Michael Saracen and Jennifer O'Neill.
Who are you, Peter Proud?
Will give you second thoughts about a second life.
Because I was there.
Marcia, no.
Because I was there.
When a serious emergency arises under anesthesia, there's no time to waste. Anything you may need should be kept ready for immediate use. These are essential in any operating theater. A source of oxygen, a single cylinder if there's no anesthetic machine. The cylinder key must be securely attached so that time is not wasted in searching for it. There must be some means of delivering the oxygen to the patient, rubber tubing of adequate length, and a fine rubber catheter to pass down the nose into the nasopharynx. A glass funnel is very inefficient. In a dish reserved strictly for emergencies, there should be a sterile 2 cubic centimeter syringe and a needle. There should be a cardiac puncture needle. This is Here's modification of shipways. Or another needle of 3.5 inches or more in length. A lumbar puncture needle will do. Another container has ampoules of stimulant drugs, nicotinamide, ephedrine, lobeline, adrenaline 1 in 1,000, and an ampoule file. Before starting any anesthetic, of course, you'll have a wooden wedge, a mouth gag, an artificial airway, a swab holder, and a bowl of swabs.
At 7 p.m., County Memorial Hospital was placed under a Class 4 quarantine alert.
I've never seen any strain of bacteria with a configuration like this.
It's not what's gotten into their patients that worries them. It's what's getting out.
Oh my God, it's one of a kind. I gotta get closer.
The entrances are completely sealed.
It's really happening?
Something big. No one is permitted in or out until further notice.
Friday night. It's always like this.
Hurry, the little bugger's on its way!
The male paralyzes the victim by stinging. When those eggs hatch, you're gonna have a lot of hungry larvae.
Oh my God, you're still alive.
Trying to break into the hospital from below. Go on, move, go, get out of here! I said fire!
The Blue Monkey is coming.
David Jordan, what are you doing here?
Let's give it a boost.
And coming.
We still have a few bugs to iron out.
And still coming. Blue Monkey.
Go, gorilla, go now, go, gorilla, go now, go, gorilla, go now, go, gorilla, go now, gorilla, go.
I say there used to be a dance called the gorilla. Come see, watch me, little girl. It's nothing like the duck or the mouse and the monkey. Oh, well, slide to the left. You swing your arm like you wanna fight. Do the gorilla. Come on, child, and do the gorilla. I say fit it to the left, feel it to the right. Now I move all around in a groovy motion. Well, the beat your chest real hard and strong. The music's so nice, I say it along. I do the gorilla. Everybody do the gorilla. Come on now, I see the gorilla scratches like he got fleas. Scratch me on my back now. Turn all around in a movie motion. My. Oh, well, the beat your chest real hard and strong. The music nice, I say you can't go on. Now do the gorilla. Everybody do the gorilla. Come on,
John!
at him. Look at him.
Oh my God. What could have done this? I don't know. Rats? But that fast? Whatever it was, we've got to keep it to ourselves. The others have enough to worry about.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I'll cover them up. You get the things from the boat.
Okay. All right.
That it could happen in America. That it could happen now. That it could ever happen to me.
Another murder tonight. At Watergate. My apartment.
No, I've been doing some research. You're descended from the Sligo pharaohs, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I am.
Oh, that's a fascinating family. Goes all the way back to the Druids. They burned witches, smashed temples, and carried on like a one-family inquisition.
Well, you ought to talk to my uncle. He spends most of his time shaking the family tree.
Salem, records of the Brampton witches. Well, that's very thoughtful of you to lend me these, Mr. Dane.
Oh, they're all fascinating. I just feel that any descendant of the Carey family should know at least a little something of the early days.
Well, to tell you the truth, now that I'm working, I don't know when I'm going to get to these.
Oh, no hurry. I'm off to Florida in a few days and won't be back for several months.
Well, you know, I'm really more interested in the present and in the future than I am in the past.
Aren't they all part of the same circle? Oh, by the way, I might suggest a visit to the Brampton Cemetery. There are a number of Carey markers there dating back to the late 17th and early 18th centuries.
Really? Well, thanks again for your thoughtfulness. And enjoy your vacation in the sun.
I'll try to.
Bye-bye. go. Get you nice and warm. Jennifer, if you ever feel like talking about your Aunt Mercy, I know you must miss her very much.
Aunt Mercy is happier now. So I am too.
Jennifer, that scar, how did you get it?
I don't know. It's always been there.
Looks like some kind of animal bite.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Excuse me, what's happening back there? You ain't heard? Just there's a little trouble with the play.
You do know, Mr. O'Neill. You know very well. Those things which this man has taken, removed from the soil where they have rested for thousands of years.
Oh, lady, whatever are you talking about?
They are sacred things. They have their own powers. That is what is happening to us.
Oh, come on, I'm not gonna listen to this.
Paul, do you know what she's talking about?
The Droata, Mrs. Pinder.
Of course, the Druids.
Believe it or not, here we are in the last half of the 20th century under these circumstances. And what are we worrying about? The grotesque practices of a primitive cult that was stamped out before the coming of Christ.
Not entirely, Mr. Coverley. There are still Druids.
Yes, of course there are. And there are still witches and Satanists. And those who believe that Jimson wheat can make them immortal. There's never been any shortage of the idiot things to believe in, nor idiots to take them up.
Stop it! What have Druids got to do with what's going on here? Everyone on that heath knows the legend. They've faded for hundreds of years. Inside the altar at Grove Abbey was a Druid sacrificial stone. That stone is on this plane. The abbey was built on the sacred grove of the Druids. A place where they committed human sacrifices to the ancient gods of darkness, cold, wind. The old ones, they call them. And every 100 years, at the summer solstice, they still... Summer's Eve. Paul, you said that was tonight.
For all I know, it's Halloween.
The doll.
I'm here to get in school. Gee whiz, Mrs. Hansel. Oh, come here, window.
What is the matter, Ernest?
Happy Halloween.